Hi everyone, I'm really excited to share this with you. I have jumped on the Traveler's Notebook bandwagon. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but there is something called, it's known as the Traveler's Notebook, but it was, I guess, originated or like founded by a company called Midori, which is a Japanese stationery company. And what it is it's a modular like notebook system, and you can use them as planners or you can use them as just like sketchbooks or art journals, really anything. So the way that it works is you have a cover that's leather. Well, the Midoris are leather, but they're kind of expensive. And then it's almost like a folio. It has these elastic cords in it, and then this, which is a strap that will hold it all closed. And what you do is you take notebooks that are really skinny, almost like skinnier moleskin, and you just slip them underneath of these elastics until they're filled up, and then you pull them out, and then you put another one in. So I feel like it's just such a clever design. I really, really love it. I have been admiring other people's Fauxdoris, is what they call them. It's Fauxdori, and like filling my Etsy cart with all kinds that I really, really like. But last evening, I had the great opportunity and joy to be able to go to Michael's for like, it ended up being a couple of hours. And I found all the material to make my own Fauxdori cover. So this is leather that I just got at Michael's. It's just like one sheet. It was called craft leather. And these little eyelets here, these I found in the paper crafting section where all the stickers and the scrapbooking stuff are. This elastic cord and this, I guess you could call it like a charm, this was found in the jewelry section. And then this is an iron-on patch that was where like the fabric crafting section was. And even though I've never seen anybody do an iron-on patch, I saw this lion and I just kind of have a thing for lions. And I just thought, oh, that would be so cute, I feel like, on the front cover. So the way that it works is you have your notebooks in there, and then this strap gets kind of wrapped around the front like this, and then it'll hold it close. And I'll show you that actually after I show you the notebooks. So, and it's also really hard for me to do this one-handed, so I apologize in advance if I'm like really fumbling and looking like this is hard to do, because it's actually not. It's just that I'm trying to do it one-handed. So the inside of the notebook, the way that I made this is I looked up a tutorial on YouTube, and you'll see that this is already kind of pulling up. That is totally and completely because I was impatient and I was supposed to find like iron fusible like no-sew stuff. And instead of it being a sheet, I was using like tape strips instead. And I otherwise just like don't know what I'm doing when I'm doing a project for the first time. And I can also be pretty impatient. And I was also doing this last night at midnight because I was so excited. So I'm sure that my next Fauxdori that I do will be a lot neater. But anyway, so these elastic cords, these are all the same cord. It's kind of, or it came from like the same package, but these are just kind of like ombre rainbow. So yeah, and this paper right here is just from like my stash at home, like my craft stash. So this is how this works, a Midori or like a traveler's notebook. What you have is you have these small and thin and flat notebooks, and I made these notebooks also myself. And the ones that you get from like the Midori brand, they have a craft style paper cover, and then the interiors will have lines on them. They might even have like planner grids, or they'll have like checklist pages. So these books come in all different styles. Now for my purposes, I just thought maybe I would try and just make my own, which I did. So this is scrapbook paper. This is a really, really heavyweight one. So is this, and so is this. And then this was something that I found just by doing like an image search. This I made in Photoshop. And this is just another image search item. And I'm going to use these for very specific purposes. This, of course, is going to be a little bit of like an idea book or I don't know, just, yeah, like an art journal maybe. And I put graph paper in here, and I got this graph paper from Walmart, and I was so excited because it was only $1.99 for a whole entire like thick pack. And then look, the back of it is not gridded. It has vertical lines. So that is kind of stinky, but what can you do? I just, like I said, I'm very impatient. It's like, I'll like find double-sided gridded sheets for my next one, because each of these books has maybe 24 pages in it total, and so I'll end up going through this. But the cool thing is then I can, you know, make more notebooks. So this is going to be kind of like my art, kind of creative book to keep track of things that maybe even I want to do with paper crafting or just, you know, art or whatever. I don't know. This is actually going to be a little bit of like a prayer kind of mother-daughter letters book for my daughter. This has sketch paper in it. So I'm going to do some illustrations and do like hand lettering and write like letters and prayers to my daughter, and hopefully I will be able to do this just over time and have a whole entire collective to give to her as a gift, maybe when she like graduates high school or something, and she can kind of see, I don't know, like read how much I love her and how many years I've been praying for her and everything. So and though she be but little, she is fierce. William Shakespeare. I love that quote, and it so applies to my daughter, who is going into 2nd grade next year. And then this one here is my absolute favorite notebook that I made, because it looks like it is tree bark, but it's kind of bronzy, like goldish looking, and I just think it's beautiful. I found a Fauxdori cover on Etsy that was $70 or $80, and it was leather and then hand tooled and dyed, so it looked like it was like tree bark on the outside. It was beautiful, but I just could not bring myself to pay that much money for it. So I was really super excited to find this scrapbook paper, and you can even see how it's like embossed, and it's really nice and heavy. And then this just has kind of like mixed media paper in it, and then like I said, I cut that out from Google image search. So these all, what ends up happening is these go in these elastics like this, and then this comes over this, and then this strap holds it all together. Now let me see if I can do this without looking like a total putz, because I tried to do this before one-handed and it did not work out. So let me see here. Okay. Oh look, I actually did it. Okay. So what you do is you put them through the elastics, just like that. See how it's kind of attached? Like this. Okay. Then the other elastic, I'll put this one in. So you can kind of put as many books as you want to, so long as your leather cover will accommodate that. And you can get extra elastics so that you can kind of attach books to other books, which is hard for me to explain because I unfortunately don't have my elastics here. That just came off of the same like spool, I guess, as like this one did. But I'm going to have these 3 books in here, and this is how it works. So here we go. Oops, sorry. Like I said, like this. There we go. I can push them up. Okay. And then what you do is you have these books in there. You close it up, and then you take the back strap like this, and this holds it closed, just like this. Now you don't have to have a charm on there. I just really like this one, and then you can just pick it up and carry it, and yeah. And then when you want to use it, you just open it back up. It's a lot easier when you're doing this with two hands. And then there you go. And then you can write whatever you like. There's no pen loop in here, but I have been like looking around on YouTube and Etsy and finding all sorts of things like pocket folders or like accessory inserts that you can make so that I could put pens in here if I wanted to. And this one eventually is going to go in here too. It's going to go like right there once I get home where my elastics are. And then all of this just folds up nicely like this, and then that would go around, and then you can see how it looks inside is like kind of like that. So yeah, really compact, just great design. I just love it. And this is real leather, and the leather came in other colors at Michael's, and really cheap project, because in addition to me getting like all that I needed to make this, I also had to get stuff for my art classes, and ultimately I think I ended up spending, with my teacher's discount and everything, like a little more than $45. But that was with like art class stuff and everything that I needed, even a tool set, which I love, like extra new toys like that. So anyway, this is my traveler's notebook. Let me see if I can get this on here without looking too crazy, because I'm doing it with one hand. Oh, that one fell out because there's no elastic on it. But there we go. Like I said, you don't have to have that charm on there. Like you could just, well, it could just be like that, and it would still look pretty nice. But there we go. And that is my traveler's notebook. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.